it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Baby, baby, it's you. Come on, baby, it's you. Come on, baby, it's you. When I need you, baby, everything's up. She killed it. She killed it. I couldn't even sleep. I couldn't sleep after that performance. I couldn't do my homework after that performance. She killed that performance. Ooh, my laptop's shaking. Hello, everyone. My name is Cookies, and you're watching Cookies for today. We are going to talk about Beyonce and dedicate this to her. Of course, we gotta talk about some other stuff too. It can't be love without hate, can it? Somebody gotta hate, can't they? Somebody gotta find some hate. And if it ain't somebody, if it ain't anybody, it gotta be a black somebody too. But we'll get there in a minute. Beyonce stepped on that stage. She owned that stage. I felt her excitement. I felt her energy. She walked that walk. She sung. She sang. She slayed. She did it. She killed it. She started with Love on Top, which, ooh, when she started, when she was hitting those notes, y'all know the notes she was hitting. I can't do it, but y'all know the notes she was hitting. She killed it. She went from Love on Top. I honestly thought she was going to start off with Run the World Girls because it sounded like she was doing that. But she did Love on Top, which I love that song. Then she went right into Crazy in Love, which is her first single as a solo artist. First #1 single as a solo artist. She killed that. She gave life at that performance. Oh my God, it's just not words. It's no words. It's so hard to get through this, y'all, but I'm trying. She did Crazy in Love. Ooh, when she brought out the guitarist, ooh, I was here for that guitarist. I was here for her. Mind you, it was a woman. Everybody gets that guy that does the guitar real good. That is always at Michael Jackson shows. And was at the Super Bowl with him too. When he was at the Super Bowl, of course. And she got women to do that. She slayed. She slayed that guitar. And when Beyonce was singing with it, I was with her all the way. I said, yes, Beyonce, slay. Just slay. Let have. So after that, what was the next song? The next song, y'all, was End of Time. Oh my God, when End of Time came on, when she did that breaking into the end of the time, when the drums was hitting, I was getting so excited. So End of Time is like one of my favorite song on 4 album. She hit it when she said bass, horns. She just ran it. She was doing it. She was hitting it. The effects, the fireworks, the flames. Can we talk? Let's talk about the stage. The stage alone took me away. I had to go, and I was like, no, there's no other stage like hers. Beyonce's stage was the best stage of all time. It is. I was trying to think. I was like, was Prince? Prince was good. Even the Heartbreakers, if anybody's interested in rock and roll, the Heartbreakers had a cute stage too. Black Eyed Peas had a bunch of lights. Y'all know the other stages. Beyonce had the best stage of all time. Of all time. And I can say that in my Kanye West voice. And nobody has nothing to say about it. That her body was in flames. 2 faces together. Like, that was so creative. I was thinking, like, because she said before, she wanted her stage to be good, but when she told the people what her stage wanted to look like, they said they couldn't do it. So she had to simplify stuff. I was like, well, how simple do you want? Because that stage was great. That stage slayed. So I was thinking, if that was the stage that she simplified to, what was her first choice? Because that was a grand stage. That was a stage worthy for a queen, and she hold that crown so nicely on her head. After End of Time, which was my favorite, then she got herself into Baby Boy. The wall came up, and when that wall came up, I was kind of afraid. I was like, I was doing that because when she was breaking into the next song, and some of the choreography that she done was recognizable from her past shows and performances. And as a fan, you don't want to see nothing new. You want her to give her best new everything. So I thought it was gonna be new. I mean, something, old at first. I was like, is she repeating what she did for the Billboard Awards? But in between was her. In between them. And they all looked like her, and she was in the middle, of course. She slayed that. And the Dutty Wine part was my favorite part of the performance. I'm Jamaican, so you gotta rep. You gotta rep the Caribbeans for that one. I heard she did that on Rebel too, but I didn't watch the whole. I wasn't even there. I was just looking at clips on YouTube to see what it was like. Um, she just killed it. Bootylicious came on. Speaking of booty, that dunk, chunk. Cottage cheese. Kelly came with that cottage cheese. Kelly and her little sister called Cottage Cheese came out, popping out of that toaster. Oh my God. I was like, Kelly, you used to be this. Now you this with the. Where'd you get that from? What headboard did you smash until to get that cottage cheese booty? I mean, I'm just saying. That was a nice round tush. I was because Kelly's my girl. Out of Destiny's Child, I'm a Kelly Rowland stan. I love Kelly. I loved when she did her solo career, the hits that she did, the yes, everybody's gonna say, well, she only sing chorus, like she's a chorus singer, she doesn't do her own song. Whatever. I don't care what y'all say. Kelly, to me, I loved Kelly from the beginning. So when she popped out and says, I'm here, I was here for you too, Kelly. I was rapping for you too. When Michelle came out of that when Michelle came out of that toaster, I love you, Michelle, but poor Michelle. Oh my God. When Michelle came, God bless her heart. But when Michelle came, she said, "Hold on." Michelle's not used to this type of stuff. She had to practice for a long time to pop out that toaster. I give her an A for effort because I was just so excited to see Destiny's Child back on that stage, and they slayed. The harmony, that's what I love about Destiny's Child the most, is their harmony. That's what they have above any group artist is harmony. And it's all you hear all of their voices. You know who's the highest, you know who's the in the middle, you know who's the low voice. You can tell them apart, and you can tell they're all singing it. Not like other voices where it's only a few people that's doing the harmonizing, everybody else is just, kind of, you know what I mean. That's what Destiny's Child is famous for, their heart, their voice alone. Let's talk about the outfits. Yes, Michelle is very Christian like you guys. Yeah, she's a belle. She's not a Southern belle because she's from Illinois, but she's a belle nonetheless because she's you know. So she had her little dress on. You already know that cottage cheese that Kelly had. So I love all the outfits nonetheless. So let's break it off because, I'm running 9 minutes. I didn't think I was going to be this long. After that, Single Ladies came on. You think that was going to be it because she stopped the music and everything. I was like, oh, are they going to leave? Because I thought they was going to, Lose My Breath was going to come on. The drums was going to hit. But they did Single Ladies with her, and I thought that was so cute. They seemed so close. Anybody who says Beyonce just paid them to come here, they don't ever hang out, stuff like that, are a bunch of naysayers, because you can tell that they wanted to be there. It wasn't. I don't even. If they wasn't even paid, they would still show up too, because that's their sister. I loved it. I just loved it. The single ladies was to me was the funnest performance, because the whole crowd was involved. The big girls was there too. Did y'all see them big girls? If Beyonce, if I knew you was gonna have big girls there, I would have lost 30 pounds and came on that talent, um, auditions to see if I can join too. Those big girls was hitting the notes. Y'all saw them thighs. Those thighs was this big. And I was like, oh, I'm used to seeing a bunch of skinny girls on that stage. But when I saw the big girls too, Beyonce repped for every single woman. Any race, any color. She repped for all of us. She repped for African Americans, period. When is the last time that you've seen a bunch of African American women on a grand stage like this? You haven't. So you have no choice but to congratulate and applaud her for what she done. It was nothing but women on that stage, from the musicians to the background vocalists. And she gave everybody shine. Everybody had camera shine. The guitars had camera shine. The dancers had camera shine. The vocalists had camera shine. The trumpets, which I love the best. Those girls hit them notes on the trumpets. I love her. The drummer, I remember her from the other shows. I love her to death because she knows how to drum. She gave everybody light. They were panning the cameras to the fans on her grand stage with two people and then the stage in the middle. It was epic. It was iconic. It was everything that I wanted, needed, and more. I had to watch it because when it was over, I was like, oh my God, that was it? Because it felt like it was just 7 minutes to me. It felt really fast because, the songs that she was doing was like 30 seconds each. But when she was finished, I had to watch it over again to be like, I can't believe it. And I couldn't believe it. I really couldn't believe the performance, you guys. I love this. I love this. I love this empowerment of women. I love this empowerment of black people and different colors. And yes, I have to say this because this is Black History Month, so I do have to talk my little Black History talk, y'all. Sorry, but it is what it is. I loved it. Oh my God. Because you start to think, after you watch this performance and you kept watching it over again, you think about how much thought was put into this performance. And it was a lot of thought from the stage. And when she sung Halo, you guys, I was about to be bored. But she did it good. She killed everything, y'all. But, I didn't want her to stop with her energy. You know how you have to sing one slow song at the end. So I really was expecting I was here. But she did Halo, which was good. Which was good. But when she finished, yeah, I was really expecting that. I was kind of surprised that Jay-Z wasn't there. And that was it. I was surprised about Jay-Z the most. Of course, little bloopers that I was expecting was Blue Ivy to walk on that stage and say, "That's all, folks." She would have made headlines if Blue Ivy walked on that stage and said, "That's all, folks." And Latavia and Latoya came on there. Nonetheless, great performance. Okay, I'm done. I didn't talk about the mics. Okay. Yes, Michelle's mic was not even on. Michelle's mic was very low. I did not even hear her. It was probably the echo that gave her voice something. But nonetheless, she did kill it. I heard her nonetheless when I turned up my TV, and she was good. She was great. I didn't have any problems with her vocals. Some people did, and I'm gonna talk about them in a minute. But I didn't have any problem. She didn't do bad. Kelly didn't do bad either. But I hopefully all Super Bowls would know what to do. You turn up the mics on each and every microphone. I don't understand why it's so hard to do that, yet it's so easy for the commentators all to speak about what's going on during the football game. It's like, I don't understand. It really irks me because this is every single time, you guys. Everybody thinks Beyonce did that on purpose for Kelly and Michelle. No, because it happened to Black Eyed Peas performance when Usher came out. Um, The rest of the gang, besides Will I Am and Usher, did not have a high mic. I mean, Madonna's performance. It took a while for Nicki Minaj to lip sync that verse because her mic wasn't even on for her to help herself lip sync. Um, it's just this, it's all the time, you guys. It's all the time that somebody's mic starts off low. I remember even Justin Timberlake with in the Janet Jackson Super Bowl. Yes, I did say Janet Jackson Super Bowl. Her mic, his mic, that is, it took him a while as well. So you guys see the pattern. This is all the time. This is not just Beyonce doing this. It's all the time. So that's all I have to say about that. Now let's talk about the ugly. Keyshia Cole. Who in their right mind would come for Michelle? Michelle is such a sweetheart. That's why I don't really come for her like that. Yeah, I see some funny things that that people say, that's funny. I would repost it and whatever. But at the end of the day, it's all love. It's all heartfelt. We are fans. But when you got this hater, you got this bitter chick that thinks she is somebody because she was on the face of a $3 perm and think she is somebody because she dates some basketball player, which I don't know what the name of. I don't even know if he went to the Olympics, yet alone the I don't even know if he played. I don't even know who he played for. So this homeless come up chick, Floppy Cole, she had something to say about Michelle, and I'm over it. I really am. I got so angry because this was such a huge moment for entertainment, for women, for black people, for black women. It was history. It was all history that was made yesterday, last night. And when you have this bitter woman that just came out of nowhere and said something about Michelle and called her whack on top of that, let's talk about whack. Let's talk about she's always messing up the groove. Keyshia Cole, you're always messing up my groove every time I see you on BET shows. I'm never looking forward to you when I watch BET. I'm looking forward to somebody else. I'm looking forward to Beyonce. I'm looking forward to Chris Brown. I'm looking forward to anybody but you. So let's really talk about whack artists. Let's really talk about whack singers. How you always don't know how to control your pitch and you're always sounding pitchy and you're always sounding like some garbage. Yeah, I said it. Some garbage. You do sound like that sometimes. You do sound like you're unprepared sometimes. You do sound like you have not been practicing as much sometimes. Who are you to throw stones when you have a glass house? And we all know what's going on with you. We all know your flaws. We all know your problems. And then you went ahead and you're trying to shade Beyonce because Beyonce has some fantastic parents who brought her up to be the woman that she is now. Oh, I didn't have these parents. I didn't have parents at all. I didn't have biological parents that grew me up and taught me and helped me out through my career. Yeah, you don't. You got Frankie. And like I really didn't get you guys. Floppy Cole believes that she has the right to say her opinion. No, you don't. All of these black artists, Keyshia Cole, uh, Carrie Hilson, Frankie, nobody has anything to say. When you are a public figure, and when you are a public figure of someone who is not even relevant, why would you think you have the right to say what you have to say negatively about somebody? Like, what are you trying to gain? What is your motive? That's what I'm not understanding. You can't gain anything from what you said. And the fact that you keep egging it on with more tweets saying you mad and calling her whack, you don't gain anything from that. Like I said before, this was an iconic night for black history, for history, period. There was a woman that worked her butt off to get to where she is. There were three ladies who worked their butt off to get to where they are. And the reason why they are better than you, and they will always be better than you. Let's even compare Michelle. Michelle and Keyshia Cole. Let's really compare. Michelle is doing Broadway right now. Broadway. Who goes to see Broadways, you guys? A mixture of people. So not only is Michelle known through regular singing or in gospel singing, but she's known for Broadway as well. Michelle's known all over the world. She's an international Grammy Award winning star. Who are you, Keyshia, to criticize? You want something to prove? Now you got it. You proved that you would never be no more than a BET artist. There you have it. Congratulations. I won't even watch your show if you're having another season for it. I never really supported you in the first place. I really supported and felt sorry for your mother and your sister. That's who I felt sorry for. That was the reason why I was watching the show, but for that ratchet coonery over there. I wasn't watching it for you. These irrelevant whack artists but really believe that they can criticize Destiny's Child. Can criticize anybody better than them. That's what just get on my nerves. And I'm through. I'm done. And Keyshia Cole, be gone. I love you guys so much. Follow me on Twitter. Tell me what you think.